Hey everybody, Orpheolus here. Welcome you all to my new Let's Play, Xenoblade Chronicles. We're doing it again! Just kidding. Instead, we'll be doing the extra story. The reason why I'm starting here is because there is actually a little bit of dialogue if you were to do this. The extra story takes place after the events of the main story and assumes that you are familiar with this event. For that reason, it is strongly recommended to finish the main story first. I'll have you know, I've gone through the main story like at least 40 different times. I think I know what goes on. But in all seriousness, welcome you all to my Let's Play of Xenoblade Chronicles, the epilogue of the game, Future Connected, which, taking a long time to load. There we go. So welcome to the Future Connected. Originally, this Let's Play was going to be saved for a little bit later. However, though, Xenoblade Chronicles 3 is on the horizon really soon. And I will be doing this Let's Play before the launch of the game, so that way if anyone wants to play 3, they'll have the events of this game in their mind because important things are coming up. First things first, we're going to be doing in options is that I am changing my text speed too fast, wherever that is. There we go, because I must go, because I am speed. So yes, you can go ahead and change your stuff as you see. I think this will be good for me. Apply changes, and it will be applied to the base game too. So with this all done, let us get started on the Future Connected.
That symbol. Today, we use our power to fell a god, and then seize our destiny! All that I am is fading. The memory of a god's existence, born from the chaos of creation. It is vanishing.
What were you looking at? The sea?
I wasn't looking at anything in particular. If anything, Fiora, I was thinking about the future that awaits us all.
There it is.
Melia, we're in sight of Alchemoth.
All right, I'm on my way.
Welcome to the once forbidden place. A place that was not in the original version, but now it is. The Bionic Shoulder.
Guess we're still in one piece.
Quite. What in the world was that?
It happened so quickly that I didn't get a good look myself. I saw some flickering around the capital. Then suddenly, a black beam.
A black beam? Some new defensive measure, perhaps. The junks. Can it fly?
Some components sustained heavy damage. It won't budge until we can swap them out.
Right.
It's fine. They're not particularly rare parts. They'll have them in Alchemoth.
You make it sound very simple. Remember, we are still very much in the dark here.
Good thing I came prepared. We'll probably be needing this.
Sister Bomb, watch out on right! I take care of it. Kino handle left side. Gotcha!
Those voices.
Are those? It's Kino and Nene. What are they doing here?
Shulk, we must help them.
Of course.
Welcome to the Bionic Shoulder. There's some gameplay difference compared to the base game. Some elements of this new adventure are very different from the adventure so far. Most major points will be introduced at the following pages, so the first major thing though is that the party gauge is a little bit differently. Instead of chain attacks, you'll unlock an all-new system for performing all-out attacks. You'll still require the segment of the gauge in order to evolve fallen allies. Next up, visions. Shulk has lost the power to see visions. This calls for more caution than before when it comes to your enemy's most powerful attacks, aka stupid change. In other changes, some allies will battle in ways not present before, and the skill tree has been completely removed. Yeah, I am going to be honest. I really do not like the changes in Future Connected. It's like, let's just strip out the base game stuff and just make it empty and all that fun stuff, so yeah. We'll go over some more of the changes as we go on as we see fit. So the first thing though I want to note though is that the Bionic Shoulder was originally a beta map in the original Xenoblade Chronicles. It was left over in the data, however there was no way to access it, and it went unused in the final product. So when this game was revealed and there was the Future Connected, and then you'll be able to go here Bionic Shoulder, I literally screamed and hi Leaf. So yeah, so that's another fun thing to note though is that I was the former world record holder of Xenoblade Chronicles Future Connected, the 100% casual category. So yeah, I'll be going for 100% and doing my best not to muscle memory everything.
Who next in line to get face full of mild down? Anyone so much as breathe this way, rifle of Kino go blah blah blah.
Kino, Nene, are you hurt?
Let us help too.
Miss Melia, Mr. Shulk. How very welcome. More is always merrier.
So welcome to the tutorial battle where we have ourselves a lot of stuff to go over. The first thing I'm going to do is that I'm going to get Kino out of here and bring in Nene. In the speedrun, Kino is never used, except for like any % because you really need it. So going over some arts, I'll be kind of going over the a summary of everything as we see fit. I'm just getting those set up. Do I want some healing? Just trying to remember what we use. Burst end over that. It's been a while since I last done a speedrun. Do I want to do this? I'll keep it like this. And we are free to level, well, I don't really have anything to level up with. So, as the thing though, I was going over everybody really quickly. Melia is a summoner that can summon bullets and then use her talent art to discharge them. And all that fun stuff. It has some other really good perks too. Power effect is not really that good. Burst end is alright. It reduces defense of enemies in sight as long as she's at max talent. It's really alright. Hypnosis. If we're going to go for any cheap leveling up method, Hypnosis is good, otherwise it's okay. Shadow Stitch, Bind's really useless. Spear Break and Starlight Kick. Spear Break knocks enemies back, and Starlight Kick forces topple if you've done Spear Break. For the most part, Spear Break is also used in order to boop enemies off the edge. All that fun stuff. Next up, Shulk. Shulk is more or less the same as before. Pretty much he's a very position-based character who really likes getting behind enemies. One of the big changes, though, is that Enchant is no longer here. Because there's no mech on, so Enchant is more or less useless. Instead, Enchant in the base game had the added perk of increasing arc damage, but for the most part, you really don't need it. Really, if anything, Armor and Buster and Cyclone are really the only three you'll really be using. Next up is Nene. Nene operates very similarly to Berserker. Get that crap out of here. And anything else I really want to do? Magnum Starch. I'll go ahead and move that up. Yeah, it's a very fun combo here. So Nene operates pretty much like Rhine. So yeah, so all of Rhine's arts have been here, except they have different changes, like Sword Drive is there. We have Chive Sabat instead of Dive Sabat, and a few other moves. Get Hammer Beat out of there. I really prefer using Bone Upper and all that fun stuff. So yeah. And lastly, Kino is Charla, and we all know how good Charla is. This ain't Arts Inheritance, therefore really not that good. Really Kino is very useful in terms of status ailments and all that fun stuff. But for the most part, Kino is not really that fantastic. There's just trying to think of some arts. Noggin Shot is pretty much headshot, and if it gets the opponent's dazed, you get a one-hit KO. Not really too useful. There's Metal Blast that inflicts break, and there's a Daze Art there. Really the good ones, BBB Boost is a pretty good one. Tranquilize is okay. Thunderbolt, there's alright. Really, Kino is primarily used for healing, so all that fun stuff. So yeah, so you got Cure Round, which is okay, I guess. But yeah, this is more or less the setup we have. For this, though, I'll be controlling Melia for this fight, just to showcase how she operates, because she is probably one of the hardest ones to use. So yeah, so how Melia operates is primarily on summoning bolts. I like starting up with a summon flare, followed up by, well, 2 summon bolts with a summon copy, and then discharging things from there. Okay. Okay, go ahead and get that, and just go ahead and wrap this up. Yeah, this fight is relatively simple, all things considered. Let's go ahead and go for the topple combo, and there we go.
Big sis, we did it! Job is good one, Kino.
That was amazing, you two. It was like seeing Rhine and Charla fighting together again.
Just so. Fitting. For children of here upon Ricky's household. No injuries, Kino?
Nene, very, very sorry. Kino, not so good with strangers.
Oh, really? Most interesting.
Please do not take personally.
If we stay here, there is a risk of another attack. We should move to a safer location.
Very well. Is this acceptable?
Plenty acceptable.
Right. Let's go. This place looks promising. We can take a break here.
So tell us, what were you two doing out there? Rather, how did you even get here at all?
About that.
Melia, I think these two must have come on the junks.
What? Are you quite sure, Shulk?
When you consider their relative positions, I think it's quite credible.
The capital, on the Bionist shoulder.
So,
Ah. So that is where the junks comes in then. I appreciate it. But even though we won peace with Zanz's defeat, the rebuilding continues. Much remains to be done.
I realize that. And I also know that you've been putting in every effort.
So why then?
If the capital is on the shoulder, there are people there. I thought you'd want to go.
Shulk. That's...
We could be there and back in less than half a day.
Mama? Me. Kino, maybe better to explain. Mama, we're just on a little strolly stroll when we suddenly hear voices. Now, Kino. Nene watched Kino with eyes of Rogel. Kino, follow Mr. Shulk from behind and do some sneak peekings. Mama, Sister Pon followed Kino and sneak peek on too. Meh.
So you stowed away like I thought. But what for?
Kino always look up to Dadapon. Want to become mighty Heropon too.
I'm certain Ricky would be most proud. But how did that lead to you boarding our vessel?
He see opportunity to help people who in trouble. That way can become friends with people everywhere. Mighty Heropon make friends with every toe step. Or so Dadapon say, at least.
I see. That does explain things.
Many sorries. It's not fault of Sister Pon. He's not scored Nene. Fault is of Kino only. Kino. Sincere sorries. Kino wanted to repay debt. Dadapon and Mamapon take Kino in when Kino all alone.
You were alone?
It's truth. One day, out of blue, Dadapon bring Kino home. Said, here is Brotherpon. That day, nobody make comment. Everyone except Kino. Kino more happy than could say. That why. That way want to become Heropon and repay debt to family. You're really sorry.
Kino, you do your family honor. Yours is a most noble sentiment. I am utterly certain that Ricky and Oka are proud of you too.
Actually, Melia and I are in a bit of trouble right now. We could use the help.
For really?
Uh-huh.
Oh, if Kino must. You really twist wing. But fine, we'll allow to be sidekicks of Kino. Kino? Wrong word. Supposed to say friends.
So, we'll be heading for the capital to find parts for the junks.
Yes, about that. It's a bit of a hike, but could we check out that cape?
Explain.
I'm a bit concerned. What you said about defensive measures.
You fear we may come under fire again. Is that it?
Yeah.
It is true. Caution frequently pays off in the long run. The Cape it is.
Great. It's settled.
Legend of Hero Volcano! It all started here! Mahey!
Kino is a precious boy, there I said it. The event theater has been added to the scout screen where you can go ahead and view cutscenes you've already seen. So yeah, you can change the weather, time of day, and then character appearance, so yeah. So now we are heading on throughout the adventure here. Darn if it can I please menu? There we go. Yeah, believe it or not, this first episode was literally recorded like an hour after I did the first thing there, so yeah. So the first thing that we're doing is, I took that angle so I could avoid a rogal, is right down here we have ourselves a new thing here, quiet moments. Investigate a happy icon to view the corresponding quiet moment. If you don't already meet the conditions for viewing a scene, feel free to come back when you do, so yeah. I will say, it is a very annoying thing and you actually have to have these characters in the active party. It is a very dumb thing. Because you have everybody with you anyways. Instead, if you don't have Nene in the party, then you can't view this. You have to put her in the party. It's honestly very dumb. But here we have our first quiet moment, a love for flowers.
These flowers, don't they smell heavenly?
Miss Melia is big fan of flowers?
Yes, because of my mother. When I was young, she often asked for my help with the villa's flower beds. How about you, Nene?
Nene also loves flowers very much.
I see. Then we have something in common. Before, when I spoke of them to a Homs friend, she said flowers are nice, but nothing beats a warm dinner. I got no understanding from her. Finally, fate sent me someone I can communicate with.
What Miss Melia say about dinner?
Oh, just talking to myself. The dinner part wasn't really relevant.
But Nene big fan of dinner too. Most of all, pollen orbs from factory in Frontier Village. They so very soft and so yummy scrummy.
Look, that's not... Hold on.
Meme?
When you said you love flowers, did you mean as a foodstuff?
Meh? There is meaning other than?
Ugh, I should have known. You're one of them. Nene, listen. Flowers are not simply special because they can be eaten. We can admire their beauty, or use them to create ornaments and works of art. And that is a great part of their charm.
Ornaments. Meme? Oh yes, Nene remember. Long ago Dedapon make Mamapon flower crown for giver's gift.
Ricky did that. That Nopon has hidden depths. In any case, I would like it if you also had an interest in inedible flowers. If you did, then you too, just like your mother in her own day, may know the joy she felt.
Okay, the next time Nene finds flowers that cannot eat, Nene will make pretty flower crown for Miss Melia.
Huh?
To eyes and Nene, Miss Melia look most bestest in blue. What think?
While I appreciate the offer greatly, weren't you originally of the regarding flowers as food persuasion?
Meh? If you make pollen orbs from not eatable flowers, they bitter and not tasty.
Yes, a fair point. It is just as you say. So Nopon see different but equal value in flowers depending on whether they're edible. Maybe it was foolish in the first place to try and choose only one while discounting the other. Well then, I will humbly accept the sign of your affection.
Nene, roger that.
And yet, why do it for me? And won't Kino and Shulk feel left out?
There is very good reason. Nene just want to see smiling face of Miss Melia, bright as sun rays.
Oh my.
Meme? Something wrong? Nene, not say anything weird?
No, not at all. It was just how sincerely you said it. I should take a leaf out of your book.
Meh?
Precious Nene, I look forward to the gift.
Nene, pull out all stops.
Although, I would feel a bit awkward were I the only one to wear one. Why don't we make them together and exchange them afterwards?
Meme? That sound wonder marvelicious. Is deal. No, in fact, is unbreakable promise.
Yes, naturally.
So yeah, so one trend that you're going to see throughout the entire thing is that, well, there's going to be a lot of callbacks to various heart-to-hearts and other small details that really weren't a part of the base game, so yeah. Also, I'm getting chased by Ansel there, so yeah. Also, I should probably take careful note because I'm still in normal mode right now, so I can't fully muscle memory everything. Okay then. Since I'm going to be muscle memorying everything, here I will be doing a lot of this game in casual mode. Just because there's a lot of quality of life things in casual mode that makes this game a whole lot more bearable. So the next thing that we're going to be doing is heading over this way a little bit. I went a little bit off track because I want to pick up this landmark over here, which is going to be a part of the crossroads. There we go, Navita Crossroads. As for item orbs, I recommend picking up quite a few item orbs because there's quite a few useful ones. Bladebird is not one of them. Sick and tired of that one. Got a light skeeter there. Half bar, we will need quite a few of these. So coming up over here, we have ourselves unique monsters. There are several unique monsters across the future connected area, and they will serve various purposes. I'm taking out a Flagmar here because he's a little bit of an annoying guy. So yeah, so this year we're going to be using Shulk in a fight. Shulk's main thing is that you want to control your talent gauge a little bit. Okay, I was not prepared for that topple. So yeah, so you want to prepare all your stat debuffs and all that stuff. So one thing I prefer doing Shulk is just maintaining aggro. You don't want to build up arts too fast, otherwise you will be toppled again. Yeah, Air Slash attacks from the side, inflicts break and all that fun stuff. I recommend taking Flagmar out from far away so that way you will not aggro any of the other enemies. That was not too bad. Flagmar's not really too much. So here we get ourselves some weapons here. You will not be able to buy weapons in shops. Instead, you have to get them manually. Also, that is actually very amazing for Nate. I'll be honest, I get the two mixed up quite a lot. So yeah, so I guess going on over into our equipment here. Shulk starts off with 3 of them, but no gems or anything of that stuff. So all that fun stuff. So I'll put on this one because I like that gem slot thing and nothing great there. Yeah, Keen though, I'll be honest, isn't super great in this game. Mostly because of Charlotte just not being super marvelicious. So yeah, so just keeping on collecting these item orbs. There's quite a few important ones. Rainbow Carrot is really good. I guess since I'm thinking about it and I'll be going over some things. The Collectopedia. I'm going to be straight up honest. Don't worry too much about the Collectopedia. I'm just only filling this up just because. But the Collectopedia is not worth it. Like, the rewards you get for completing the Collectopedia is terrible and will not help your adventure at all. Only for, like, completionist purposes, and was routed out for the 100%. It was voted against because of a very stupid reason we'll get to here in a few episodes. Also, that would have been perfect if this were a 100% attempt because 2 high leaves and 3 rainbow carrots and a kilo pumpkin. Yeah, all of that is very useful. So here we are arriving at Companion's Cape.
Many bird people here.
Are there really? Only high-end tier living here.
Ho there, strangers.
Oh, hello.
I see. You've had a rough time of it. However, I suggest you steer clear of Alchemoth. Even if you do somehow get there in one piece, don't expect the transporters to be running.
Oh? Why's that?
The thing that shot at you was no defense platform. It was a monster we've taken to calling the Fog King.
The Fog King?
Yeah. Suddenly showed up in Alchemoth a few months back.
From what I gather, you're from the Imperial Guard. Are the swords you carry just for show?
Taking a sword to it is folly. It laughs at our attacks. It's like hacking at smoke. Blows pass clean through it.
Must be Ghost! Ghost not shoot beams, dum-dum.
So that's why you call it the Fog King?
We fought in defense of our home. We were ready to die, and many of us did. But in the end, it won us nothing at all. The Fog King's attacks tore into us hard. Eventually, we gathered the High Entia and anyone else we found, and gave up the capital, so that we might live.
How awful.
My grieving heart belongs there. Our heartland, our capital. Yet I cannot even mourn it.
Maxis,
Huh? Yes?
please, you have to tell us how to get inside.
Shulk, be serious.
Boy, are you hard of hearing?
I heard you.
Then you should know better.
No matter the situation, we have to go. If I fix the junks, we can all leave this place. Then, once we're in Colony 9, we can make plans to retake Alchemoth.
No point.
Why not?
Shulk, do you think we took all that lying down?
Huh?
We're not stupid, you know. We did all we could. It's true. I want to go home. But that's a dream that won't come to pass, and it already cost too many lives.
Maxis.
I understand where you're coming from. Still, I have to be blunt with you. Let it go.